strike has taken effect in 11 counties across Kenya over the unsettled return-to-work formula signed between the government and the Council of Governors. Kenya Nurses Union Secretary General Seth Panyako insists that the strike is still on and they have not received any message from government officials nor the Council of Governors over it. In a letter to none, the governors have directed nurses to negotiate with various officials in affected counties. The government has, however, formed a committee to spearhead talks with nurses.
How can Friday one day translate to 30 days? Did we give a one-day strike notice? That's what the president ought to ask Ukuri Yatan. Did the nurses union give one day? Where was he? For all these days from November up to now. We are saying we will want them to commit to pay the money. We don't want these jokes. We don't want these jokes that people are saying. Then they told us that we engage the county governments. We are now engaging county governments. We have given strike notices to all for the county governments which are supposed to go on strike. And will continue to issue until we complete the remaining county governments. So there is no conciliation in Nairobi. Conciliation must take place on the ground, because that's where the strike is. And that is what Jacqueline Mokeni told us. Jacqueline Mokeni wrote a letter and say, go and issue strike notices to all 47 county governments. And I have that letter here. I can even send you on WhatsApp. So what we are doing is clearly and properly protected within the law. We gave strike notice of more than 7 days, because we gave 21 days, others 14 days. The law requires 7 days. Honestly speaking, where was Ukuri Yatan? Doctors have their CBA. From the time they had their CBA signed and filed in court and implemented, have you heard them saying they want to go on strike? So the only solution we have is for the government to accept that nurses play a crucial role in the healthcare system and complete our collective bargaining agreement, so that these piecemeal agreements should not be there, so that nurses can feel they are respected and the work they do is recognized. Then we'll have about 4 to 5 years of peace without any industrial unrest within the public sector. And then, because the CBA will address most of the issues, in fact not most, all the issues. The CBA lays down how disputes shall be resolved, payment for nurses, everything. So literally everything, working conditions, everything, work ratios, number of hours you're supposed to work. The CBA is the solution to these recurrent, useless, expensive strikes that are actually costing the lives of Kenyans.
All right, that's the Non-Secretary General Seth Panyako putting matters clear that until they actually get their pay, that is when the nurses' strike is bound to come to an end. With regard to this, we have the Conciliation Committee already meeting that was formed by the Labour Cabinet Secretary Ukuri Yatani, but that resonates our